Going live with War in the Spirit really quickly. Don't plan to be on long, but the Lord pressed it on my heart to release this word just as warning and preparation for those who have been believing for promises. So if there's a word or a promise that God has made to you, something that he has a word that has been spoken to you, a word that God has given you directly, we're under a season for manifestation of those promises. And so, hey Coleman, you want to come on? So I'm just inviting a few people. I'm going to bring some people in, and then I'm going to release this word really quick. Who's that? Hey, Amanda. Let's see. Just inviting a few more people in, and then I'm going to release this word. Hold on, you guys. Just a second. All right. Let's see. Hey, Kalia. Okay, so for those of you, Coleman, you and me and Kalia talked about this morning, but for those of you who are watching and those who will tune in later, I'm just going to release this word of, kind of like a word of warning, but also a word of encouragement. So this is what the Lord, I released it on someone else's live this morning, but I'm feeling impressed to release it separately. Sorry, y'all. Anya's in the car with me. So what God was saying to me is that it's like a season within a season. So we're under a season of manifestation, but there's a short window of time where there's a season for manifestation of promises specifically. And so what God was saying to me is that because we're on the brink of manifestation of promises, and the promises are also coming along with the purpose, the enemy is trying everything that he can to keep us from receiving it. To keep us from receiving it. So what God was saying is that there are multiple cases in the courts of heaven that are preparing to be closed out. Like the enemy is giving his closing argument, but he doesn't have any evidence against you. He doesn't have any evidence to prove that you're not prepared to receive what God has for you, that you're not eligible for the promise. And so because of that, because he has no evidence to prove that, he's trying to to get you to forfeit the promise yourself. So because he can't close the case on you in a legal way, he's trying to use an illegal form to get you to forfeit your own promise. That's why there's been so much warfare against you. That's why there's been so much frustration, is because the enemy is trying to get you to forfeit your promise yourself by attacking your mind, by attacking your surroundings, by attacking your body. He wants to confuse you into the place of unbelief. He wants to confuse you into the place of doubt. He wants to confuse you into the place of fear, because he cannot legally close your case in the courts of heaven. He has no evidence against you, and because he has no evidence against you, he will come against you in warfare to try to get you, hey Tyrone, to forfeit your promise. So I'm here to tell you right now, stand firm on the word that God has given you. You've been fighting this long. Now is not the time to lay down your sword and surrender. Now is the time to cut his head off and say, I'm winning this race. Now is the time to take a stand and say, no, Satan, I've come too far to turn back now. Now is the time to say, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all, I had an experience like last week, a week and a half ago, and God gave me a vision of me walking through the fire and coming out completely unscathed. And then I had a vision of like almost like my life flashed before my eyes, like literally everything all the way from birth that the enemy had tried to use to kill me and to keep me from my purpose flashed before my eyes. And when I tell you I broke down because